The Philadelphia Eagles were an absolute disgrace today. More about that in a second. But some solace for Eagles fans watching the Dallas Cowboys get stunned by the Detroit Lions 31-30 in Detroit after having a 10-point fourth quarter lead. The big star of the game, Megatron Calvin Johnson, had a historic 329-yard receiving performance. Second all-time in the NFL, only to Flipper Anderson, who I believe had about 336 way back when in the day. Calvin Johnson was like a bear being poked and prodded all week, listening to comparisons with Bryant, who did give the Cowboys a nice cushion in the fourth quarter with a 50-yard touchdown pass from Tony Romo. He's no slouch, but, don't anger the angry bear, Megatron, because this guy is, I hate to use the term, it's overused, but a beast. Wow. 296 yards receiving, a touchdown. He had a couple fumbles, which he'd like to have back. This game was only 10-7 at halftime, ended up 31-30. A little bit of a shootout in the second half, especially the fourth quarter, when the team started trading scores. Inexplicably, Dallas, who got the ball back with a 3-point lead and under 2 minutes remaining, decided to kick a field goal to give themselves a meaningless 6-point lead. Yes, that keeps Detroit from tying the game with a field goal, but also puts you in danger of losing it. If I were them, I would have ran another play and burnt some more clock. Done something, anything different than what they did. So, a bad coaching decision by Garrett helped bring the Cowboys down in this game, but an unbelievable performance by Stafford and Calvin Johnson. But speaking of bad coaching decisions, let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. That was an absolute debacle and disgrace at Lincoln Financial Field today. The Eagles have now failed to score an offensive touchdown in 2 straight home games. They dropped their 10th straight win in Philadelphia. That's unbelievable. The Giants got to snap their losing streak on the road. I believe they haven't won in 8 games. Eli Manning failed to get the Giants into the end zone himself, but Josh Brown, the field goal kicker for the Giants, was 5 for 5. He got all 15 points. So it was Josh Brown 15, Eagles 7. And that 7 points came on a bad snap on a punt, which was recovered by Najee Good of the Eagles, giving them their only points, or it would have been a shutout. If they didn't get that, you'd look back at the 3 points against Dallas and say, boy, we're really moving the ball in this high-powered Chip Kelly offense. One thing that's concerning me is they never line up in the I formation. I know that's not part of the whole Oregon thing, but when you have a 1st and 10 at the 2-yard line at the end of the first half with a chance to make a game of it, when Matt Barkley had a little bit of confidence rolling and helped move the team, you got to pound it in there right up the middle. This zone blocking scheme, that works in college, but defensive linemen have too much lateral speed to do that in the NFL. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Chip Kelly proves me wrong, but right now I'm looking back at Andy Reid, who I've defended for 14 years. People talking about his time management and his failure to adjust at halftime. Well, it's not a coincidence that the Chiefs are now 8-0 after their 23-17 victory over the Cleveland Browns, despite a heck of a performance by their quarterback coming in off the bench, Jason Campbell, who I think should have been the starter all along in Cleveland. In other NFL news, the Patriots were down 17-3 at halftime to the visiting Miami Dolphins, got it together, and then ended up winning 27-17. So kudos to Tom Brady hanging in there and keeping the Patriots going, even though they don't look like as good a team as they have been in the past. They managed to find themselves in the playoffs year after year. So there you have it. Megatron, 329 yards receiving. Second to Flipper Anderson, NFL history at receiver. The Cowboys go down 31-30 in a shocker in Detroit. The Eagles get beat around the field for a 15-7 loss, a disgrace. The Kansas City Chiefs still undefeated, 8-0. And if you want to vent, post your comments, subscribe to the channel, I'm here for you.